How's everyone doing? Hold on. I forgot I made this a, So we're going to start with Sonic CD tonight, but my ADD is a real thing. But before we start tonight, we're trying to raise money for this amazing charity called Action Through Enterprise. They work with a region in Ghana that is pretty much isolated from the rest of the country. I'm not going to give you all the highlights, but one that's really near and dear to me is no kid should ever go to bed hungry. Like, that's absolutely terrible. And Action Through Enterprise, per day, feeds 944 kids. Like, that alone is just spectacular. They help businesses start up. They help with agricultural issues. They help that rural area of Ghana become sustainable. And that's just so important. So again, this stream is to honor them and to help them out. You're not obligated to donate, but if you do donate and you donate $50 or more, Corey Marshall, the lead voice actor in the game, Shenmue, who plays Ryu Uzuki, will send you a signed headshot. Lisa Wilkerson, who also is in Shenmue, Virtua Fighter, she's like one of the most celebrated female voice actresses in video game history. She will sign a headshot. Or Eric Kelso, who plays Jackie in Virtua Fighter, Siegfried in Tekken, Paul in Tekken, Ren, Guizhong in Shenmue. You have a choice of an autograph from either one of those if you donate $50 or more to this amazing charity. So yeah, we're gonna start tonight with Sonic CD. It is not the fancy copy of Sonic CD that Zyber's been playing, but it is a copy of Sonic CD. Zyber CD, that's a good game. And yeah, this is the official copy through the Sega Dreamcast. I'm actually playing on a JVC XI, so it's gonna be a lot of fun. After seeing what it looks like on Xbox 360, I'm kind of a little envious that you can play as Tails in that version. So yeah, we're gonna start it up. Oh, I'm ready. Sorry, I need. I'm gonna get a napkin. Handsome boy. I love you, Yoda. I love you, Leia. Alright. We're going to be using a ASCII-Pad SJ6 tonight. Wait, I can continue? No, baby, you can't have. Only pause. Pause. So yeah, we're going to try to get the really good ending. I heard it's really hard. So this, I remember seeing this for the first time when I was a kid in '93 when I got my Sega CD. The Infinity Spin, which fun enough, actually exists in Funko Pop form. For the 30th anniversary of Sonic, or his 30th birthday, Funko got together again with Sega, and they developed a flocked version of Sonic running in his Infinity Spin. Okay, so I don't know how to get the good ending. Oh god, that seems dangerous. That's even more. Oh boy, it's gonna hurt. So this is. Okay, we're gonna try this. No whammies, baby. No. No whammies. No whammies. No whammies. It? Oh. Here we go. Gotta go fast, gotta go fast, gotta go fast, gotta go fast. No. Oh, nice. We're fine. Bitch. Alright, here we go. Watch me work, watch me work. Please don't be. Come on. No, you don't. Gala minus. Look at my skills. Did I get the good thing? Did I do it? I think I did it. Come on, baby, no whammies. this one. Okay, so we need one more. Come on, baby. Okay. Alright, watch this. Future. Ah! Okay, here we go. We gotta fix this one now. Oh, clever girl. Okay. What's up, Golden Globe? I'm doing well. Thank you for asking, buddy. How was school? Some of you think you were born, Gold, when this game came out. I thought you were in school right now. You're not in school? Alright, watch this, watch this. Saw that? No, I meant in general. Good. So I want to hear. Do all your schooling. All right, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Wow, this. There she is. Give me back my rose. Dun 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 dun. I mean, look at me work. Oh, I don't want to get cocky. Ooh. Seems dangerous. Seems real dangerous. That was incredibly dangerous just now. Oh no! Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. Heavy breathing, heavy breathing. Here we go. Gotta go fast, gotta go fast. Here we go. Here we go. Oh, no, we don't. Here we don't go. I love this spin. Oh, that's a good one. Hold on. Boing it. 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 Dang. We needed to have 50 coins to get a chance at our time stone. So we can't get the good ending now. But I'm happy I got 2 time stones. Oh, I love this part. Watch it. Watch it, Jordan. Look at this. How awesome is that? Oh, listen to that. Oh, it's so much fun. It's like popping the thingies. Gotta go fast, gotta go fast, gotta go fast. Is he throwing? Not cool, man. Not cool. Don't start with that. Don't start with that. Okay, that's fine. What's up, buddy? Man, I love that. Oh my god, it's gay. We are... Oh my god, it's so dangerous. That's so dangerous. We're just gonna do this. See how smart See how smart I was just now?
Katana? Yeah!
See how smart I was?
Hey, Project Katana!
Sega!
Yeah!
Sega! Why are you all running here? Look at you. Look at me work. Watch
Hey,
me work.
Project Katana? Yeah!
What's up, everyone? I would pay attention, but I'm trying not to lose. Hello, my loves. What is up? Sega Raid, get it! Oh, no. Okay, careful. Careful. Carry the one. Don't do it. Oh. What's up, everyone? Good to see all of you. I just saw you a few minutes ago. I'm Project Katana. And like the rest of the amazing people at Sega, we are trying to raise money tonight. So enjoy the stream. You're seeing Sonic CD on a JVC XI, baby. I pull out all the stops tonight for you guys. We're playing on such an old system. Daytona! Oh boy. I mean, look at me work. Hi, Marta. Yes, sir.
Hey, Project Katana?
We're rocking
Yeah!
out on a JVC XI. So I picked this game tonight because of the charity, because we have a chance to change kids' futures. So that's why I picked this game tonight. Out of any of the games I could have played, I picked Sonic CD because it's all about changing stuff and making things better. And that's why I'm so proud to work with Sega. What are you looking at? Yeah, man. Yeah, man, I got my, that is behind, so there's very few people you're gonna meet that are as big as Sega fans as me. You are currently staring at a new Astro City cab that's rocking an MVS right there. Yeah, I am working on getting a Virtua Fighter board for it next. And, yeah, I'm trying to get Virtua Fighter 2 right now, and I'm actually in the process of getting a Naomi 2 system for it. Because I want to play Virtua Fighter 4 Final Tuned! Okay, no, don't die. So how was the stream? How are you, everyone? Congratulations to the winners of the amazing headset and microphone. I mean, look at my skills in this. I mean, I'm skilled. Actually, I'm pretty terrible at this part. I'm surprised we're doing so well. Marta, I love you. You are a queen. It was great to see Mari today, and you know, somewhat nice to see Kevin. Oh gosh. Okay, here we go. Come on, baby. Come on. Come on. No whammies. Man, you guys were awesome tonight. Such an amazing stream. Just a huge shout out to Marta, Mari, and Kevin. They are in England. It is so late for them. And just amazing that you all came in right after. Any little bit helps for the charity. So, you know, like, that's why I'm so proud to just be able to work with Sega on anything they do, because being a lifelong Sega fan since 1983, but let's check out the chat really quick. Let's see. Oh yeah, so Hard Pretzel. Fun story about the JVC XI. They used to sell them pretty much dirt cheap where I lived, and I never bought one. So I found a guy on eBay that was actually selling one, and since he wasn't selling it with like the official power supply, I was able to get it for a bit cheaper. The official power supply is impossible to get, and there's this amazing guy that actually makes them now. So I became like a Sega power supply expert, because the power supply for the JVC XI and the JVC and the Sega CDX are the same freaking power supply. So if you use an MK30 or an MK1479, you could actually destroy both of those units. So funny enough, the best one to use, unless you can get a custom-made one, is a PS Slim. Yeah, man, the arcade boards, they're addicting, though. I bought the Astro City, and then downstairs, I actually have an original copy of Shadow Dancer, which was the sequel to Shinobi. That's why I made the joke earlier when Mari disappeared on us for a little bit, Ninja Magic, because that's actually from Shadow Dancer. So that's the one where you play with the ninja with his dog. And then also downstairs, I have a vanilla Virtua Fighter 3 Deluxe Edition with a 29-inch CRT screen running on an original Model 3. So yeah, that's just, I could not bring that upstairs. It weighs like 7,000 pounds. Yeah, man. Next level. What's cool about the XI is Sega allowing that to happen, and then JVC finding a way to make everything better in that XI. No, I don't. I don't have the Japanese Sonic CD, or do I?
Hey, Project Katana. Yeah.
Oh, thank you so much for the follow. If I wasn't saying thank you for the follows, I was really concentrating, and I love you all. Thank you so much for the follows. You guys are all great. Yeah, like anything Sega related, you'll see in here. I play pretty much everything I can find that's Sega. I just got lucky and grabbed Sega Genesis Mini, which I recently found out that. So I did some research on this Mini, and actually I was talking to Kevin about this last night. Sega has been out of the console making business since 1998 when they dropped the Dreamcast. They partnered with a company called At Games to make a Genesis version in 2017 that was panned. It was terrible. So they wanted to design a Genesis. So Sega went back into... Yeah, how amazing is that system, Pretzel? Like, Sega went back into the console-making business and actually made that system. They hired M2 again to do all the transitional games. They hired Yuzio to make the... it's perfect. And then, of course... I found out late in the game that there are now limited edition things you can get for it, like the mini tower. So I've been trying to really quell my spending when it comes to Sega stuff because the Astro City I just bought was $3,500, which is an incredible deal for one, but still, it's $3,500. Oh yeah, here, the mini Astro City cab. You can get them on Amazon Japan, and they're still available. This little system is so incredible. This little guy, and I was talking about it earlier on Sega Stream. This is the only way in the whole entire world that you can get an arcade version of Virtua Fighter 1. No other version of Arcade Perfect Virtua Fighter 1 exists unless you actually have the arcade. So this right here is an arcade perfect version of Virtua Fighter 1, I bought the separate controller for it. So yeah, and I love that the marquee lights up. Like these little things, like these types of devices, and of course I found out that they made a Player 2 model of it, which is really expensive because they're only available in Japan. But yeah, if you go onto Amazon Japan, you can find them there. That's how I found mine. But yeah, currently on display right now, we've got a JVC XI, Sega Saturn, Sega Genesis Mini, Sega Nomad, SG-1000, Model 2 Sega Genesis with the Sidewinder Model 2 Sega CD, Sega CDX, Genesis 3, clear Japanese Dreamcast, gray Japanese Saturn, and then white Japanese Saturn. Then a Model 2 up here with a 32X, and then the crown jewel, a CLD A100. I don't know if any of you guys are old school collectors, but Sega partnered with Pioneer in 1993 to make a system. That system is called the Laser Active. And the Laser Active has a pack, and it allows you to play, Sega. The Laser Active allows you to play Sega CD and Sega Genesis games on it, and that's up at the top here. Then, 10th anniversary Sonic Adventure coin, Sonic Mania Special Edition, because that's just perfect. The only thing that happened recently... Yeah, I love talking to I've met Kwong before. But yeah, it's an expensive hobby, but when you love Sega, it's worth it. Yeah, man, the Laser Active, and it's such a finicky little system because the Sega pack. Supersonic, thank you so much for the raid! Hey. Nintendo, huh? Nintendo? I will give you the reason why Sega beats out Nintendo any day of the week and twice on Sunday. RoboCop vs. Terminator. RoboCop vs. Terminator, which is one of the best side-scroller games, is full of gore and awesomeness on the Genesis version, and they basically pansied it up and made it nothing on the Super Nintendo version. Ooh, let's see. Yeah, oh, look at him. So I decided again to do some Sonic CD. Oh man, so I got one of these recently. This always turns into a show and tell, especially when there's like awesome people like you that come in. If any of you are Dreamcast fighting players, this is one of the best controllers I've ever found in my life. It's made by ASCIIPad, and it's a controller for SNK vs. Capcom, Mark of the Wolves. It's a GameCube. I will give you that. The GameCube is absolutely incredible. I will give you the GameCube, because the GameCube is rocking. That run an ATI system. So yeah, I do love my GameCube. But yeah, that ASCIIPad is perfect for fighting games. Perfect for fighting games. I bought some of these, and I thought I'd be able to use them on the Sega Genesis Mini, but they're Bluetooth, so they don't work. Yeah, Q, that's what I like about it. It's for Marvel vs. Capcom 2, that controller is freaking perfect. And what makes it unique is it has its own vibration port built into it. So it actually, it's very slim fitting, but it has the ability for you to put one VMU in it. It has its own vibration port. So yeah, it turns it. The Mark II Let's see. Do I have one of those around here? Come on, you don't like the original Mark 1? You don't like this guy? I love this guy. Look at him. Have you guys seen this controller before? Speaking of amazing controllers. This is the coolest controller Sega's ever made. Has anybody seen this before? This is from the SG-1000, which was a Sega Japan system that came out before the Master System. This actually works on a Genesis. Not well, but it works. No, I haven't. Tell me about it. Yeah, this is... Yeah, Hard Pretzel. This... Yeah, I tried to play Sonic 2 with it. Because even back then, Sega was doing stuff that's so extraordinary. This is a push-in analog controller. That's how you hit start. Yeah, the Sega always just did things like and again, it's not really an opinion for me because I'm big in Sega camp. Like, but the proof's in the pudding. Like every time I meet amazing people that are into Sega, the first thing they always mention are the controllers. Like, I watch Brenda. Actually, let me do a shout out for Brenda. Brenda's incredible. If you guys are into old school retro stuff, Brenda is spectacular. And she's actually on the Sega team as well. She was helping yesterday to try to raise money for the amazing charity as well. When I was saying earlier that Mari has competition for bangs, her and Brenda have the best bangs on all of Twitch. Where is she in that? Where is she? Is she hiding? I want to read this. Yeah, like the Sega controllers. And think about it too. Like nowadays, I'm 42, so like when Sega came out, and you remember getting like your Sega Saturn, your Sega Dreamcast, your hands never hurt playing on a Saturn controller or a Genesis controller. But if you play on PlayStation 5 or Xbox, your hands hurt now. Newest Sega console is the Sega Genesis Mini, released in 2019. They just made a new console, the Sega Genesis Mini. And Sega not only produce that, but they still do current anything, like they still are in arcades. Like they still make their own arcade hardware. There's very few companies that have made as much arcade hardware as Sega. Like, and their arcade hardware is, like we talked about Virtua Fighter earlier in Marta's stream. When people talk about Virtua Fighter is one of the only game series to be in the Smithsonian Institute. In 2008, Yu Suzuki flew to Washington because that game got inducted into Smithsonian Institute. Like the whole series, not just one. Like that type of stuff is... And without Sega's influence, Tecmo wouldn't have made Dead or Alive. And Dead or Alive used all of Sega's technology. Exactly. Yeah, like Sega manufactures arcades. They've got major studios. They just brought back AM2 to help make Virtua Fighter Ultimate Showdown using the Dragon engine. Really? Oh, so I know you guys heard me talking about Judgment. Lost Judgment, and this is not a spoiler, Lost Judgment has a Master System in it. So you can... Exactly. Yeah, they poached for a while. What's up, Mr. VF? Thank you so much, Mr. VF, coming in from Italy. Yeah, like, it's crazy. And Sega set the standard for 3D fighting. Like, there's no denying it. No. Sega has been solely owned for over 60 years. All right, this is a boss. Oh man, playing Virtua Fighter 2? Virtua Fighter 3 held the record for the most polygons in any video game up until 1999. From 1996 on, there wasn't a game that had a higher polygon count. The same technology that was used in the Model 3 was used from NASA used it. The computer graphics used by Model 3 technology from Sega was actually used on NASA missions. That's how advanced their technology is. I really want that help. So yeah, when I play this and people forget that I'm playing on like an original system, if you pause, the CD has to catch up for a sec. It's not like playing the one created by the one remade by Whitehead recently. So the Sega, the JVC XI does have the best and fastest CD on it, but it's still, if you pause, you still have to deal with it catching up for a second. I'm trying to really get that. He's trying to hit me. See, look at my skills though. Like, he can't even hit me. Hold on. See, I'm torn now because I stream because I love talking about Sega. So do I just keep talking about Sega or do I try to actually beat Eggman? This game is, oh no, there it is. It's always gonna happen, and it always happens, like, when I start getting a little confident. This game is just, I remember getting this in 1993 for Hanukkah. I remember my parents called me into the room, and they explained that my grandfather had just passed away, and he gave my parents money for Hanukkah. So this and my Laser Active were what I got as my last Hanukkah gift from my grandfather. So he's the reason why I have this game. And I own 2 copies of it. I own the blue copy of it and the red copy. What's up, Zyber? Kevin, I do not, so I consider myself a mediocre video game historian, but a below par video game player. Because, like, my ADD kicks in, and with amazing people that love Sega that come to hang out, I'm like, oh, I might as well just talk about Sega. This right here, though, is the best thing that Sega ever did. Wait for it. There is nothing better than that for Sega, is that sound effect. Here we go. Woo! Daytona! So like I was saying earlier, there is no obligation to donate, but I work with a few voice actors. Some of you know this, some of you don't. Any of the people that are new to my channel, I look after Corey Marshall, Liesl Wilkerson, and Eric Kelso, who make up pretty much all of the Sega voice actors from our childhood. So I spoke with them, and I told them about the charity. So they had told me that if anybody does a $50 donation, they will either do a signed autograph or a voicemail. So you can have Jackie from Virtua Fighter do a voicemail for you, or Sarah from Virtua Fighter do a voicemail for you, or Ryu Hazuki from Shenmue do a voicemail for you, or a signed headshot. See, man, Q gets it. Just everything Sega does. It's just... Oh boy. My favorite Sonic character is, it's a tie between Amy Rose and Ray. I love Amy Rose and Ray. And finally getting to play as Ray in a game that came out in the US, which is Sonic Mania, was incredible, because the only way you could play as Ray back in the day was on the 1993 Sega Sonic Arcade. That was the only way to actually get him. So when they did the DLC for him on Sonic Mania, I was like through the roof. Plus, getting like another 16-bit Sonic game in my lifetime. What's up, Prinny? How are you? And if you guys are streamers, feel free to talk about your streams in here. I heard a couple people saying that they have these studios and they don't stream. Let me tell you something. The first time you hit start stream, you're already a success. If you love video games, stream. Because you have people will see things that they never get to see, especially like old school Sonic speedrunners. And yeah, just if you have a studio, turn on the camera, hit start stream. We need more Sega Retro streamers out there. I've actually petitioned Twitch twice now to make a separate category for Sega Retro, because I don't like that Retro is bundled into one giant thing when Sega pretty much set the standard for everything, and it should be a Sega Retro. So if we keep on playing Sega games that are retro, eventually Twitch is gonna change that model. Look at me. Like, I am about to get a third time stone. I am having a great stream because I have never done this good. Okay, that felt like I hit that. Turn, pivot, pivot, pivot. You rarely do? Yeah, I've told them, like, retro shouldn't be one thing. Like, we should have a Sega Retro channel. When you have a collection of systems that range all the way from 1983 to 1999, like, it should have its own column. Yeah, but that's my dream on here, is to become a Twitch Sega Retro partner and start a team of all people that just play Sega games. Like, just tons of Sega people. Make a Blue Blaze army. Because Sega fans are just different. Wait a minute. You can press down. I bet you I would have saw that if I was paying attention. There it is. Oh, I love Sonic Advance. Here we go, here we go. Yeah, Zyber's my guy in the chair. Like, again, my advice for streaming, and this is like, and I sometimes get upset, don't look at your numbers, stream what you love, and if you have a really good friend, make him your mod. Zyber has been my mod now for 18 months. Find somebody that's smarter than you and ask them to be your mod. Because mods are like the most important person in your stream are your mods. Okay, I gotta show this off really quick. I gotta put a link in, because this is like, seriously, so I requested Sonic CD from Zyber, and I clipped him playing Sonic CD during his stream, and if you guys, let me pause, I don't want you guys to hear the sound. Here we go. You guys are about to see the coolest freaking clip ever of all time. So yeah, you're able for 5,000 channel points, you can request a game, and I had just beat Sonic, but like, not Sonic CD, but not like the good way. So, you'll see one of the most clutch things ever during that. Here we go, don't mess up. Don't mess up. So yeah, I've been playing, nobody saw that. I've been playing Dynamite Headdy for the first time on my normal streams, and I fell in love with that game. Streets of Rage 2, then I'm gonna play Castlevania Bloodlines and Gunstar Heroes. because Zyber's been begging me to play Gunstar Heroes, so I'm gonna give it a chance. Okay. Everybody focus. Here we go. Nope. Well, it's on that Sega Genesis Mini. I did the math. There's like $950 worth of games on that Sega Genesis Mini if you're trying to buy those games separate. Like, Castlevania Bloodlines is anywhere from like $175 to $300 if you're trying to buy it in case. So to get that and be able to play that, that's just incredible. Ristar is another one. There's so many games now that you can't get. You can't find Streets of Rage 2 anymore. Wait, can I go up here? No, I want that bubble. Give me that bubble. Where'd that bubble go? It really was. I kind of want to get the Japanese version of it, because if you get the Korean or the Japanese version, you get 2 6-button controllers. And that would just be awesome to have 6-button controllers on the Sega Genesis Mini. I came so... Oh, no. Oh, boy. Come on, please. Oh. Thank God we did it. Just give me 1 sec, guys. I am so sorry about that. I had to make a very, very, very important text message. I'm trying to have a special guest show up tonight in honor of the amazing charity. Did I? Oh, I didn't get it.
Yes.
Okay, I'm checking out Go To Next Levels. Oh, I know. We follow each other. I know you. You have one of the most amazing Genesis collections. I just need your address for educational purposes. So yeah, just send that to me in DM. Any security codes, you know. I'm trying to help you out. Like, so I don't know if any of you know Korimaru Patrick. He's one of the coolest people in the world. He's got a Dreamcast that I am trying to acquire for free. It's a Dreamcast that's signed by pretty much everybody at Sega. And it will be mine. I am working on trying to get him to write it into his will for me. But so far, he's being a little reluctant. Yes, he's being a little reluctant on giving me that Dreamcast. I told him he could keep his Dobo, or his Gi, but I want the Dreamcast. So I'm working on it. I mean, I'm not asking for a lot, you know, just his Dreamcast. Okay, I call shenanigans on that. Yeah, but Next Level has this man takes a picture in front of like his of his Dreamcast. I mean, of his Sega Genesis collection. It's just like a wall of red behind him. So yeah, that's, you know, just educational purposes. I got people that want to take a tour of my house. Yeah, man, he's amazing. Next, yeah, he's such an amazing guy. We're actually working together on a project as well. I actually met him, during Virtua Fighter 5 Ultimate Showdown. I was helping out with Liesel and Eric's lines for the retrospectives, and I didn't know that Patrick was actually writing those lines. So yeah, that was amazing. That's how we actually met. That was one of the hardest things in my life, to know that Virtua Fighter Ultimate Showdown was coming out, and I was under an NDA, so I couldn't talk about it with anybody. And I was just like, every day I'm like, they keep on sending me stuff. So like, I'm learning more about the game because I'm getting all the lines and stuff for the retrospectives as well. And they're like, remember, don't say anything, you're under an NDA. I was like, fine. Won't say anything. I got him. Also, I know I've mentioned this before. Any type of Sega tournament, please let me know about it. I have spoke with Corey, Eric, and Liesel. They will do things for the winners. They work with anything Sega does charity-wise, but they also want to support any of these tournaments you guys do. So you just gotta let me know about things. Let me know who the winners are. Aw. How amazing was that first time you see that and then you're like, oh my gosh, it's the Dragon Engine. Like seeing that with the Dragon Engine and you're just, it melted my heart when you see the AM2 with the palm trees. Like to see RGG and AM2 next to each other. Please, yes. Yeah. Blessy, yeah, I follow, yeah. Talk about those tournaments. Follow each other. Sega people, stick together, please. I follow Blessy. I follow you. But yeah, like, if you give ample time too, I can, Eric, I can see if we can have Eric show up into the chat. He sometimes shows up into Twitch chat as well. He'll come and hang out. Lisa will come and hang out. So like, you'll have like the main, like, remember, Eric and Lisa are the longest running voice actors for those characters. Eric has portrayed Jackie since 1996. Like, he is the longest running voice actor for Jackie. All right, Paulie, thank you so much for hanging out. I really appreciate you. Yeah, I need 50 coins, guys. Yeah, hold on. That's gonna be... Here we go. Yeah, Blessy's amazing. I haven't really met a Sega person that hasn't been amazing. As I said, Sega people were just built a little different. Please no. I've been trying to get good at King of Fighters on that Astro City. I didn't play King of Fighters growing up, so it is totally different. Man, I'm trying so hard on these, but now I know I can slow down. I felt like I got him. Got him. Wait, so rings don't count as time. I thought rings counted for time. Oh my God! No! Oh! Who is it? So I just got a message. So we're gonna do this, since I have no idea. This is how you know she's an amazing person. So Doom Prinny, we're gonna shout her out, is... Hold on, I'm just gonna do this. So Doom Prinny is playing Virtua Fighter 5 on her birthday, AT charity stream, Monday the 24th at 8 p.m. GMP. Boom, there you go. I don't think she expected that random clip to come up. So yeah, definitely go give her a follow. And again, she's working with ATE as well on the 24th. So this whole month, we're all trying to help raise money for this amazing charity that feeds children. 944 of them a day. Think of the feat of being able to feed 944 kids a day. We take food for granted. Of course. Oh no. Alright, we're good. I remember this one. This one's easy. Yeah, I met Prinny during, Sega hosted a stream for women in gaming that were fighting game people. And that's where I met her. So yeah, play on the 24th. That's awesome. Yeah, definitely go give her a follow and go check her out as well. Okay, here we go. Oh. Okay, oh no. Okay, we're fine. Nobody panic. We got one ring left. Okay, that thing has to be breaking by now. What's wrong there, Chuckles? You have another one in you? Okay. That's it. He lost. You lost, dude. Come here, Jim Carrey. Bow, 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 bow. Okay, thank you so much, Zybe, for hanging out. I appreciate you. Are you streaming tonight? Watch this. So, have you guys, speaking of controllers, have any of you ever tried to purchase one of these? I found this at my retro game shop. Oh yeah, the 144 hertz issue? Oh, you did have to send it back. Dang. So this unit, this is an ASCII-Pad in SJ6. It is absolutely incredible if you could find one of these. Isn't that funny? You don't think of him? Yeah, that's. I mean, he came out of retirement to do Eggman for us. Like, that man came out of retirement. He's like, I'm gonna do Eggman for you. Of course you remember this controller, Next Level. You own every controller. We're gonna find out, like, one day that, like, Next Level's parents were, like, district managers at Toys R Us, and that's how all of his stuff was acquired. I remember going to Toys R Us as a kid, and, like, seeing all the Genesis games, and, like, my parents were like, you could pick one. And I'm like, one? Like Sophie's Choice. I like he's like, I don't own that one. I own the original that was actually based off of that one. Oh, the one for Championship Edition? I think I see those occasionally. They're expensive. I see those occasionally on eBay. I try to stay off of eBay because, you know, ever since I got the Astro City Cab, I've been trying to find a board for Virtua Fighter 2 because I want to play Virtua Fighter 2. Everything's expensive now. I know, the Japanese music, I've been told, is way better. But the Japanese music doesn't have Sonic Boom, which is the best song ever of all time. Yeah, we're in such a crazy market right now. Like, I tried to, there was one guy selling there's one guy selling a copy of Fighting Vipers, JAMA board for Fighting Vipers. And, he keeps taking it down. Every time I'm about to bid on it, he keeps taking it down. He's like the only one that has one up there. And imagine having Fighting Vipers arcade, like the JAMA board, on a new Astro City Cab. Like, that's just... My next purchase that I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try to grab a Naomi 2. Yeah, it's like anything that I've been buying, anything retro right now. I've been, again, MVSs are addicting because it's easy. I just open up the Sega cabinet and change the cartridge out. So, like, I've been trying to get, I just bought a copy of Mark of the Wolves, which was so freaking expensive, but they look gorgeous on that CRT. And then I just bought like 8 more MVSs. But I want at least one Sega game. I was actually gonna break down and do a Titan board because I can play Virtua Fighter Kids I can literally get a copy of Virtua Fighter Kids and play it on that arcade because it's a cartridge-based, the Titan system. But it's so similar to the Saturn, so I just don't know if I should just hold out and try to find an actual Virtua Fighter 2 because we've never got an arcade perfect version of Virtua Fighter 2. We've had like close, you know, in like Yakuza, but we've never had like a true arcade perfect version. Oh, you're talking about the black joystick with Capcom in orange? You're searching for Shenmue 2 on Dreamcast? Has that gone up a lot in price? You just sold yours. So, do you consider Shenmue 1... Which one do you guys like better? And it's not a trick question. I don't want people to be like, well, they're the same game, just broken into... Which one did you enjoy more, Shenmue 1 or Shenmue 2? Shenmue 1, okay. Shenmue 1. But like, oh yeah, I'm like the same way. Like, I like Shenmue 1 more because like that opening scene. But Shenmue 2, especially with like all the little secrets and stuff, like you can start learning, you learn so much more. I'm just sad that, and I hope there's people in here that haven't, I hope people in here have all played Shenmue. I just always was hoping, right? I was always hoping against hope, right? That we would get, Guizhong. Yeah, Ren is absolutely incredible. But I was always hoping that we would get Guizhong back. You still... I kickstarted it, and I respect the hell out of Yu Suzuki, and I love that Corey reprised his role. But Shenmue 3, for me, I've never even finished it. I've gotten pretty far. It just... There's things about it that... Like the food eating now. Actually, my ADD's kicking in, guys. Do you mind if we change to, like, Streets of Rage 2? Because I'm, like, I really want to play some Streets of Rage 2. And now that I have the Sega Genesis Mini, I can do that. Is that cool with you guys? I've got, like, so many controllers in front of me. I think this is the right one. Be honest, Next Level. How many mini Genesis did you buy? What I was telling you earlier, Q, is the reason why I like the Japanese version of Shenmue is because of the Coke machines. I love the fact that you can actually see Coke machines in the Japanese Shenmue. Okay, that was a lot more work than it should have been. Here we go. Here we go. Okay, here we go. Okay, HDMI. So yeah, at any given time on the stream, I can play anything from SG-1000. Hold on one sec, guys. I ordered a bunch of Sega stuff. We could do like a little mini unboxing really quick. My mail lady's outside with this package. Give me one sec. I'll let you guys see this. But yeah, I ordered a bunch of Sega stuff, so we could do like a little mini unboxing really quick if you want. I'll be right back, you amazing people. Relax. Alexa, turn on landing. I'll be right back, guys. I have to go run down there and go get this package really quick. My mail lady's truck just died. I'll be right back. No.
Project Katana? Yeah!
Alexa, turn off landing. I am so sorry about that, guys. Whew. Oh, thank you so much for the follow. There it is. All right, so let's bust out So yeah, I've been playing on the Japanese model, well, the Japanese setting, because there's like those little differences. But yeah, I ordered a bunch of stuff Sega related, and I've been waiting for it to come in, and it just showed up today. Why are you sniffing the box, you puppy weirdos? I'll show you guys. Yoda, calm down, baby. Okay. Excuse me. So yeah, some cool like little odds and ends. So I'm gonna show you some of like the things I was so excited to get my hands on. So I'm gonna show you this. I'm gonna start with this.
Hey, Project Katana. Yeah!
Oh, thank you so much for the follow. So, PC copy of freaking Last Bronx. PC copy of Typing of the Dead. I remember, if you guys stream, talk about your streams in here. Please. The European Sega Genesis Mini. So that's gonna go on display. Hell yeah, Last Bronx, man. Last Bronx is incredible. Well, that felt real good. This is awesome. So yeah, I bought like a lot of stuff from like one guy. So here you go. Shenmue 1 and 2 on Xbox. And remember I was talking about this. I wanted the shiny box. Yeah, I just gotta put a lot of this on display. No, I don't. It is definitely just going to go on display. 100% will go on display. I actually have a Typing of the Dead for PlayStation 2 as well. Yeah, and the keyboard is incredible. It's a Sega keyboard. So yeah, I have the keyboard literally mounted here, and then if you look behind me, always Blaze Fielding. Blaze Fielding every day, all day. If you look behind me, I have like I did like a little, I want to do like a gun rack, but of like video game guns. So I came up with this idea, right? As everybody thinks, you know, Final Fight is the end-all be-all for side-scrollers, I think that Streets of Rage is the better side-scroller. Because if you ever play Final Fight, any copy, and like that even includes like the amazing Sega CD versions, It always starts out with a woman in distress, which is called. It's the non-passing of a very important feminist test called the Beichel test, which determines if a woman needs a man in a video game. So Final Fight is literally about a woman that's kidnapped in a red dress. Sega did that exact same thing, but took the woman in the red dress and didn't make her a victim. They turned her into Blaze Fielding. And that's why it's the better game. Like, that's why it is the far superior game. Plus, Final Fight took their idea from a movie called Streets of Fire. Yeah, like, people forget that. Like, the whole premise of Final Fight is trying to get back Mayor Hagar's daughter and Cody's childhood girlfriend. And Sega knew what they were doing, because when you think of, like, female characters in video games, you think of Blaze Fielding. Yeah, I tried to buy an actual copy of it at my local game shop, and the minute they get them in, there's like 15 people ahead of me at a local game shop for it when it comes in stock. So the Sega Genesis Mini is the best freaking alternative because I can get it. So here's a fun fact for you guys, because basically that's, you know, random stuff in my head. So does anybody here remember a magazine called EGM? Electronic Gaming Monthly. It was very big in the 90s, so anybody that's not like in like their 30s or their 40s might not remember this magazine. So they used to do a April Fool's joke. So in 1994, when Streets of Rage 3 had just came out, they were doing an April Fool's joke. And if you picked the April Fool's joke, the first one to mail it in, it wasn't through email, it was actually USPS mail. The first one to mail in the joke got mentioned and got a choice of their game. And my buddy actually found it the day it came out and didn't say anything because he thought it was a typo. So if you look up issue, I believe, 83 of Electronic Gaming Monthly, it says Streets of Rage 3 with 3 E's as opposed to 2 E's. That was the April Fool's joke. And people thought it was a typo. Yeah, Brenda. Yeah, I've got King of Fighters 97 Japanese edition right behind me right now. And that's running on a Sega, on a new Astro City cab. With a dual linear monitor. It's actually got I believe a Toshiba monitor in it. It's incredible. The monitor quality on that. Yeah, I have 97. I got 97, 98, 99, 2000, 2002, and I just bought like a few more games. So those are on the way too. And again, I'm in the process of trying to acquire a Virtua Fighter 2 JAMA board and a Fighting Vipers JAMA board. I'm gonna read some of the chat. Oh, see, I love that. People following each other and following each other back. Yes, Marta, you are the queen. That's why I always pick Blaze Fielding. I just pick her now because I watched you play as her and I just love her storyline. Yep, Last Bronx has PC ports on. There's PC ports of Last Bronx, Virtua Fighter 2, Sonic CD. Yeah, it was called Sega PC. I remember with a decent PC, you were getting almost an arcade perfect version. Yup, that it was, and it was actually, do you know the original idea for the storyline had nothing to do with Ryo Uzuki? It was actually going to be the storyline for Jackie and Sarah Bryant. It was going to be about their family and the Rafals. Leon's family and Jackie and Sarah's family are heavily involved with J6. So when Sarah is kidnapped, her parents know about it, and Jackie actually goes against his parents and gets her back. So that's why if you ever play as Sarah from Virtua Fighter 1, 2, and 3, she does Jeet Kune Do, because her and her brother were trained in that. After during Virtua Fighter 3, she gets kidnapped and they turn her into Doral, or try to turn her into Doral. That's why she has amnesia, doesn't remember her training. That's why her training changed. That's why her martial arts style changes. The saddest character in all of Virtua Fighter is Kagemaru. His mother was turned into Doral after his father was killed. He's basically the Ryu Uzuki of Virtua Fighter. They kidnapped her twice. Yep. They kidnapped her in Virtua Fighter 1 and Virtua Fighter 3. And in Virtua Fighter 2, Kagemaru was kidnapped. I mean, Doral Maru. Yep. And then after that, they realized it was easier, once they had enough battle data, to just make their own Doral. They tried to I think they tried to kidnap Vanessa as well. Yeah, I call her Doral Maru because that's her last name. You notice they only pick girls. What's that tell you about fighters? Yep. They're suspended, actually. It's kind of Dead or Alive got their idea for their character. If you notice in Dead or Alive, when you play Dead or Alive 2, look what they do to Kasumi. It's identical to how they make Doral. They make clones, and they're made out of metal. That's literally the storyline. Tecmo took the technology and the storylines. You've obviously seen the best cinema in video game history, right? The Virtua Fighter 2 cinema of Doral, of Kagemaru's mom, having the shell of Doral come off of her. Happiest storyline, but also saddest storyline is Lau and Pai. Because it starts with a mom dying and a father being negligent and allowing the mom to die so he can get his restaurant off the ground. And then Pai leaving to become a Hong Kong action star. And then when her father is being threatened and they try to send assassins when he gets really sick, she comes back to help him. That's such a beautiful story. Like that type of forgiveness. I know, man. Thank you so much for coming in. I know that's really late for you. I really appreciate it. It's always a pleasure to see you. Did he just... You as well. Oh, the storyline of Virtua Fighter is so deep. It's so deep, and that's why I love it. And you have to, there's an anime too that you can learn about. Like the anime actually teaches you about like the Rafals and how like shady the Bryant family is. Yeah, that's why Shenmue has such an amazing storyline, because Yu Suzuki took a lot of his ideas from his own creations to make Shenmue. That's why you won't see Ryu Uzuki in Virtua Fighter. You have him already. It's called Akira Yuki. Yeah, the storylines. Oh, like there's assassins that are brought in. Like there's assassins that are brought in. Like the J6 is basically kidnapping people. You've got like ninja villages being destroyed. You've got money laundering. There's so much that there. It's such a crazy storyline. It actually rivals the Tekken storyline, because the Tekken storyline you learn a lot about from cinemas. This you actually have to read about and learn. Virtua Fighter Kids has some of the best cinematics, because you learn all about, pretty much like you see how they tried to kill Jackie, like they try to blow up his car, how they sent Sarah to try to assassinate him. Maybe one day. Like I tell everybody, like I hear a lot, like people ask me questions, even though I don't technically work for Sega, but you know, obviously I'm friends with a lot of people there, and you know, I tell everybody the same thing. Like, for anything to be made, there has to be some sort. Yes, there is fanfare, and Sega has done more fanfare than any company ever. Like, Fighters Megamix was pure fanfare. Like that type of stuff. Giving copies of Virtua Fighter Remix out because Virtua Fighter 1 was glitchy, giving out free copies of a game that you could play in an arcade, like stuff like that. So for anything to be made, there has to be some sort of profit in it, because it costs millions to make things. That's why I'm so happy that companies like .emu exist, because they work with Sega. Like, that's how we got Streets of Rage 4. Yep, the Fighting Daytona car, the Hornet, the AM2 tree, Janet from Virtual Cop 2, and then adding in something like 70% of the Virtua Fighter 3 moves, giving you characters from Sonic the Fighter, which never came out on Saturn. Freaking working with Pepsi to make Pepsi Man and Fighting Vipers. If you play Sonic Mania, you actually see a van called the Hornet Van. It's freaking amazing. I just want to give a shout. I didn't have notifications on, so I am so sorry. I just want to give a shout out to Old Boone. Thank you so much for the $10 donation. I mean, the €10 donation. That's amazing. Thank you so much. I had my notifications lowered, so I didn't hear that. Every little bit helps. I know. Oh, so good. Look at her. She's so amazing. Blaze Fielding. It's one of my favorite things to watch when Marta, Pixel, Mari would all do Streets of Rage charity events. Bare Knuckle. I love the arcades that they put the name of the arcade from the Japanese. Oh. It would have been funny, since this is the Japanese copy, if they put Streets of Rage. He's actually playing the arcade. I mean, she's got so look. Oh, this game is so beautiful. You can actually turn on the Genesis Mini a CRT filter. Like that, like those little extras. You can make it widescreen. I chose to make it 4:3 because that's how I played it as a kid. But like the fact that you can make that as like an option on the Genesis Mini. Have any of you played Streets of Kamurocho before? It was released via Steam from Sega, and it's a side-scroll beat-em-up, but in Yakuza land. It should still be on Steam if you're looking for like an amazing side-scroll game. It was made specifically by Sega, and it's basically Yakuza but side-scroll. And it's called Streets of Kamurocho. Marta actually told me about it months ago, and I downloaded it. Oh yeah, the game definitely gets harder. Yup. The Golden Axe. There's like a Golden Axe prototype on there. Do you stream, Q, or no? Are you a streamer? Oh no. I think anybody that plays retro Sega games should stream. That's just my opinion. You don't have to be on camera. You don't even have to talk. Just play them. Just play games. Hold on one sec, just checking on something. Let me just check. Waiting on something. Hold on one sec, guys. I'm trying to help with our special guest. Hold on one sec. So I'm trying to pull out all the stops. Okay, here we go. Okay, so first time, I feel like that TV would be more likely to work on channel 3 than on channel 4. Which TV? I actually, funny you brought that up. I have my SG-1000 RF adapter, and it's a big square thing that says Sega on it. That if you threw it at somebody, you'd probably hurt them. Oh, you're talking about the Sonic border? Yeah, I changed that to 4:3 aspect ratio. On the Sega Genesis Mini, you can make it 16:9 or 4:3, and you can actually put a background in. Is his name Bino? It is named Bino. Oh, you're talking about my leg. Oh, I see what you. Oh, clever girl. Yeah. I was just like, huh? Oh yeah, no. Yeah, when I had my overlay designed, I wanted to make it look like an old school television. Nice, yeah. That's actually 1982 Sega Sony Trinitron that when my designer made my overlay. We added some things to it, obviously, like the RGB and stuff. But yeah, it's a literal like Sony Trinitron from like the 80s. Because that's mostly what I play is retro games. So I kind of like wanted to have that retro feeling when you're watching. I'll do like my Lost Judgments and my Yakuzas and stuff like that, my occasional Resident Evil, but like 90% of the things that I play on stream are like Sega Genesis, Sega Saturn, Sega Dreamcast, Sega CD. 'Cause that's my jam. My Knuckles Chaotix is actually at the shop. They're trying to fix it right now before I have to buy another one. It's been acting up. Nice. That's a great game. It's funny you brought that up. I just saw that at my. That's an expensive game, dude. Congratulations. I just saw that at the game shop in the case. People, well, not in, like in the glass case, not complete. If it was complete, it would be a lot more than what they're trying to sell it for. I have a handful of the RPGs from the Saturn because I was one of the few people in my neighborhood and my high school that actually was playing Saturn. Because everybody, like, once the PlayStation got announced, people weren't really doing Sega stuff. So I was able to get a copy of Burning Rangers. I was able to get a copy of Panzer Dragoon Saga, Magic Knight Rayearth, Shining Force. I have some of those still. The ones I actually sold I'm sad about is because I want to get them again. 3 Dirty Dwarves, Guardian Heroes, my long box of Resident Evil 1. Yeah, dude. Virtua Racing on the Genesis was like a $120 game because of the VR chip. He looks like Voldo mixed with Blanca. I was looking at a copy of Castlevania Bloodlines on Genesis at my shop, and out of box, just for the cartridge, they want $135 right now for it. Like, retro, it's awesome, but it's getting so hard. So like, unless you were into it, like, you know, like Next Level and Q, like when you're collecting it before it got crazy. And it didn't help that GameStop started allowing you to sell those because they just hoard them. They hoard them and then sell them on their own website, GameStop. I've had buddies over the years that gave me their Saturns with all their games. My buddy gave me a Saturn with like 30 games because he just didn't want it anymore. I've got in-box, the original Jurassic Park, in-box Sonic and Knuckles. Once PlayStation came out, man, that hurt. Like, people just gave up on Sega. So I was like, I'll take your Sega games. I was not going to argue with free Sega stuff. I blame Nintendo for all this. It's all Nintendo's fault. Nintendo pissed off Sony and Square Enix at the same time. Like, Squaresoft at the same time. Oh, I've got a few copies of Nights into Dreams. My buddy when he gave me a Saturn, he had 2 analog controllers. He worked at Blockbuster, so he gave me his he commandeered a copy of Nights into Dreams, the Christmas Nights into Dreams. But yeah, like random games too that he bought that I still haven't played, like Independence Day on Sega Saturn, Area 51, which I have like 3 copies of. I have like 4 copies of Daytona now. See, that's the problem. Is you really exactly what? Yeah, Brian Toge, like that's. I've always said this, right? So remember when we grew up, you bought a game, right? You say like I'm gonna use Final Fantasy VII, even though I didn't play it till like 2019. I still respected it. So in 1997, when Final Fantasy VII came out, how many hours was that? What, 120 hours? But you bought it once. You didn't buy it and then buy DLC and then buy the special edition to get the more stuff. You essentially buy the game 3 times. Like RoboCop vs. Terminator was one of the best side scrollers ever. Back when we were kids, you bought the game once. Like now, what Tarthus just said, like Goodwill doesn't even like. I remember going to Goodwill back in like the early 2000s. You could find Genesis Model 1s for like $5. Now, whenever these video game systems come in, and I've read that before, where Goodwill actually sells them on eBay. They've got like their own like separate eBay accounts for them. I was really lucky to be my age because I never traded. So when everybody was trading their games at GameStop, there was a handful that I sold or traded towards like other Sega stuff. But I never flat out went to GameStop with my Sega stuff and said, here, take all this for like $10. I never did that. So like my long boxes of all my Saturn games, like those are all here still. My original CDX. CDX was expensive, but it came with so much stuff. CDX came with Echo the Dolphin, Sonic the Hedgehog, and then the 5-banger with like all the classic Sega games. Yup. Yeah, where I live in Florida, there is 4 retro GameStop, 4 retro stores. So like, I can go and pick if there's a game that I want to really play, chances are I can get it because and you won't believe. Like, one of my buddies was telling me that they bought a huge Sega Saturn lot, right, from this guy. I'm gonna pause, I want to talk about this. This guy brought in, it was his son's collection, and his son, like, left the house, and the parents were moving, so the dad came in with his kid's Sega Saturn collection. It was the Model 1 Sega Saturn. I live in Orlando. Oh, Boone, thank you so much for the donation. Yeah, you live like 90 minutes from me. I live in Sanford. So, they took in this trade, right? It was an original Sega Saturn Model 1 with the LED lights, 2 controllers, an arcade stick, 2 driving controllers, the Daytona USA net version, like that costs like $800. Magic Knight Ray Earth, Shining Force 3, Guardian Heroes, 3 Dirty Dwarves, an easy collection that was probably worth like $8 to 10 grand, and they gave him like $1,000 for it. And when people say that, when people are like, "Wow, $1,000 for this stuff," because they don't look it up online. Thank you so much. Let me give you a shout out. Go definitely check out his stream if you guys are into like retro stuff.
All right. Feel free to clip this.
But yeah, like that, it's crazy to me that yes, selling on eBay is a little scary. I cannot believe that that's the clip that just pulled up. Level is so mad right now. He's like, "Really, man? That's the clip? They're random. I did not choose that clip." He's like, really? So mad right now. He's like, that's what a bunch of people see right now. That's what's hot in the streets. He's like, of course, out of all the clips that are gonna show up, it's gonna be that one. All right, buddy. Somebody in the Sega stream was saying that they set up like a $4,000 studio and have not streamed yet. If that person is in here, go stream, man. Do it. I'll be your first follower. Go, just stream. Blaze Fielding. Look at me work. Oh no. You gotta admit though, this gang is like an equal opportunity ass whipping crew. They're just like, oh, pretty girl flipper. If I told you guys how much this studio cost me to set up, when I first decided to build the studio, I didn't want to ever ask anybody for money, right? So, only time I ever ask anybody to give is for charities. So I sold off a lot of my comic books and a lot of my Funko Pops, and I made a studio. This studio, all in all, cost me around $15,000 to make. And that doesn't include the Astro City that I just got and everything. To get it all set up, and I don't regret it for like 1 second, because at the end of the day, I feel like I accomplished what I wanted. I feel like when you watch my stream, you're in an arcade or in a room in the 90s. I know. Yeah, the MVS's Tarthus are getting very addicting to buy. That's my favorite one. Is 97 so far, and I've played like 5 of them. I did just get a copy of Mark of the Wolves. I'm waiting for that to show up because that game, I played a little bit of it on my multi-cart before my multi-cart stopped working. But yeah, 97, dude, it's so much fun. And plus, I have yen. So, by the way, on that arcade, obviously everybody in here knows that that's a Japanese arcade. I actually have yen for it. So I can literally put yen into it. So let me ask you a question. So you probably know more about Neo Geo than I do. Do the Neo Geo games always look better on arcade? Like, is the MVS a better system than anything we've seen on CD? Because I heard that Mark of the Wolves would like destroy Dreamcast because of how graphically intensive it was. I'm telling you who I'm really liking. I've been picking the same people over and over because I never played King of Fighters until I got that system. I've been using my Ryo, because obviously it's just awesome. His name is Ryo. And his sister, Yuri. Wait, do you stream also? Hold on. Let me see if you're a streamer. Not yet, but he will be. So, Old Boone, so the Neo Geo CD, my game shop has them occasionally. The MVSs are still better than those, right? And the AESs, I'd imagine? I figure the whole aspect of the loading would make the MVS and the AESs just far superior. Yeah, I can't wait to get my copy of Mark of the Wolves. Like, I'm so excited to actually play Mark of the Wolves because there's a character in it that I love, that I've been reading about his storyline, And he's a disciple of Ryu. And I really want to use him. Oh, wait. Somebody just called me. Hold on one sec. Actually, I want to read some of the chat with you guys. Good Lord. Okay, so okay, so Brenda, the history of 96, 97, 98. Okay. Hey, Connell, thank you so much for the lurk. I want to read some of this chat. The loading, especially for something like KO. Okay. So, yeah, so that's what I was thinking, that the CDs have to be like an issue for games like KOF on these CD systems. Because, like, with those cartridges, there's no loading. It's just plug it in, it works. And the problem is that they're, like I said, they're addicting. I bought in the past, like, week, I got 97, 98, 99, 2000, and then when I bought the arcade machine, he gave me 2002. So, he gave me 2002 and a multi-cart, and then the multi-cart failed. So, he's sending me World Heroes 2 Jet, and I just bought, like, 7 other games from him as well. Art of Fighting, which I've never tried. Yeah, so yeah, I bought Art of Fighting. Actually, I'll tell you what I just got from him. Since, for once, there's people in here that probably, like, really appreciate the nerdiness of what I just bought. So, I bought 7 games from him. So, I bought Samurai Showdown 3, Nightmare in the Dark, Metal Slug X, Sonic Wings 3, World Heroes 2, and then he gave me World Heroes 2 Jet and then Art of Fighting. And then for the Nightmare in the Dark and the Sonic Wings, he gave me the mini marquee. Yes, so I want to play as Mr. Karate, and apparently the only way I can do that is if either I buy KOF 13, which I don't play on current systems, or if I buy SVC Chaos, which nobody is selling on eBay right now. So yeah, I bought all of those games that I just listed from him for $800 shipped. So I figured that was like a great deal because I only saw one Nightmare in the Dark, and that was like $400 by itself. But yeah, it's really addicting getting cartridges. I heard about Blazing Star, and then I've been trying to get a copy of Sengoku 3. I watched a video of Sengoku 3, and you know me, I love side-scrollers. Yeah, those are amazing too. Last Blade 1 and 2. Yeah, like all these, like Sengoku, somebody was trying to sell one for like $1,000. They're so expensive. Yes, they were, Q. I was never a sports game player, but I love NBA Jam, NBA Hang Time, like games like that. But yeah, it's true. I think everything was better when we just had retro. Rage of the Dragoon, another good fighter. That I take it that's on MVS, right? Yeah, so when I started getting into, collecting arcade machines, I met a few streamers, Galaxian, and I've been talking with him, and I might actually send him some parts for my Sega Astro so I can get some parts redone. Because it's in great shape, but I want to get it, like, I don't know if any of you follow Galaxian, but he is an amazing streamer. He's got, like, Aero Cities. He plays only arcade games. And his stuff, let me give a shout out for him, because I know since you guys were talking about, like, this guy is ridiculous. Wait, no, it's not. Hold on. One sec. I spelled his name wrong. Give me one sec. I want you guys to actually look at this guy's stream, since we're talking about, like, arcade stuff. Hold, please. Here we go. This guy's awesome. I spelled that so wrong. Here we go. Yeah, check this guy's stream out. He redid our Arrow City from like scratch. Like it was like a totally destroyed Arrow City and he like redid the whole thing.
Hey, Project Katana. Yeah!
Oh, thank you so much for the follow. So does anybody recognize that voice? Any Virtua Fighter fans in here? That's Eric Kelso, who plays Jackie. So for my birthday, since I've been helping them with like, you know, getting like whenever they do Sega stuff, he did the voices for some of my overlays. I mean, some of my notifications. So that's Jackie saying, that's Eric Kelso doing Jackie, which is crazy because he actually doesn't sound like Jackie in real life. His voice is like way lower. Oh no, it's the Ultimate Warrior. Did you know the Ultimate Warrior changed his name to the Ultimate Warrior? Yeah, so one thing that I always say is I don't ever ask anybody for stuff. I'll do whatever I can for people, especially like being able to help out old school voice actors. So like, I never take anything from them. But you know, like if they're gonna offer like the ability for them to do like a voice for me to enrich my stream, like I'm gonna do a channel point thing, right? So for 5,000 channel points, Corey is gonna say in Ryu Azuki voice, 1 game, 100 yen, and then I'm gonna turn around and I'm gonna zoom in my camera and we're gonna play an arcade game. And I'll even let the person pick it out of like any of the ones that I have. But yeah, I've never played any of the Neo Geo until a month ago. And like King of Fighters, it's incredible. 1 game, 100 yen. I'll give it a shot. I knew one kid that had an AES when I was growing up. One kid in my neighborhood that had one. And I remember going over to his house and that thing took up the whole entire dining room table, the whole entire like living room table. But yeah, I've been really trying to get good with 97. And everybody tells me that like 97 and 98 are the best. But I like 97 for some reason way better than 98. Does that mean that means all the machines are zapped? So yeah, I've been told that 97 is one of the best, 98, and then 2002 is the most popular in Latin America. But I don't know, man, 97 for me. I got 97 at my local game shop, a Japanese copy of it for 34 bucks. I want to read the chat. It's such like a thing, you know, like an opportunity to like hang out with people. Okay, hold on, Larry. So 98 was played more and even good in tournaments, although 2002 was pretty great. Yeah, I heard that 2002 was one that was done by the Korean team, was done by a Korean team, and that's why Mai isn't like how Mai normally is, because they toned her down a little bit. Oh yeah, so I found out that there's actually patches of hacked games of 97 recently, and they're very interesting. So, if you guys had to pick your favorite Neo Geo fighting game, I want to hear what you guys would think. Because I've heard people consider Mark of the Wolves like one of the best Neo Geo games. And that they were supposed to have a sequel, but then Neo... So let me ask you this. Is Neo Geo out of business or not? Do they still exist as a company? Well, he just kicked me right in the face. I didn't actually mean to pick this dude. So I heard Blast Blade is up there as well. So SNK is still around. Oh, okay, so Neo Geo. Okay. I'm sure they must have gotten bought out. Neo Geo is just the name of the console. So SNK and Neo Geo are two different things. Okay, hold on. Okay, let me read this. Okay, so Mark of the Wolves. Okay, so Last Blade 2. Okay, so I've heard about Last Blade 2. They actually have that on Dreamcast. I was thinking about getting it because I can't buy the MVS. It's like $1 million. Mark of the Wolves was one of the greatest titles in Fatal Furies, but existing, I'm not sure. I don't think SNK. So they're oh, okay. Oh. I love my Neo Geo Pocket. Neo Geo Pocket worked with the freaking Dreamcast. That was just awesome. No, I haven't. Can you link me? You know who was talking about that? Galaxian, because I wanted to do that. Hey. Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Ladies and gentlemen, Corey Marshall, Ryu Izuki is in the chat with us right now. Coming to hang out for a little bit while we work on the charity.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? Do you know where I can find any sailors around here?
One game, 100 yen.
I think I'll try.
Is it one game, 100 yen? I'll give it a shot. Is that the whole line? I'll give it a shot.
I think. Are there not multiples? I thought there must have been.
That would make sense if there were multiple.
Is there only one option, everybody? Can you remember? Is there only one? I thought there were multiple options. Oh man, maybe I'm inventing stuff in my brain right now.
Well, I know you, Suzuki, you told me, had you, do, 1,000,000 lines, so...
Let's see, 1,156,312.
So how many people were in the room with you when you were interviewing or trying out for the role?
Oh, just me, myself, and I.
And how many other people were trying to get the role? Didn't you say it was like a weird...
That's a good question because, when that happens, a lot of times they'll do multiple days. Everybody sort of comes in at their designated time. I did see some other people there, but it's kind of one of those things. It's kind of like, it happens all day. You know what I mean? So you literally have people coming in and out all day. So there could have been 10, there could have been 100, could have been 1,000. I don't know. That's a good question. I wish I knew how many days of auditions that they did, but I remember once I did the audition, it was only I think it was a full week before they called me back. So they may have had several days of auditions. And then, of course, they have to go back, look at everybody, run it through designated channels, including Yu Suzuki, of course. I'm sure they narrowed it down to a few people, brought it to Yu Suzuki himself so he could
Do his
sort
thing.
of, be like, that guy's terrible, that guy's great, that guy sounds like Hazuki.
So I wanted to tell you a little bit about the charity that I'm working with today. I know I gave you like a little bit of the brush strokes, but I don't know if a lot of you know this. So Corey and his wife Des are huge philanthropists. They, like, when you hear people talking about like doing stuff, like they work at soup kitchens. They support so many different charities. So like whenever there's like an opportunity for Corey to help out with the charity, he lends his amazing autograph out for donations. He lends his voice out for donations. So I actually didn't tell him much about this charity, and you're gonna actually hear his reaction while I talk about it. So the charity is called Action Through Enterprise, and they work in Ghana. So what they do is they help Ghana become sustainable, meaning that they help with small businesses in this rural area in Ghana. They help dig wells. They help get water. They feed Corey 944 kids a day.
Wow.
So yeah, this charity, you remember Sega vets all the charities that they work with. So when I was reading about them, the one that really spoke to me so much was that they feed 944 kids a day. Yeah. So I had told them about like how any donation 50 or higher, you would do an autograph, and I was wondering, you said you do an autograph. You think for any donation over 50 you would do an autograph and maybe a voice message as well? Obviously nothing profane, but if we could get like one big donation in the next hour or so, you think you could?
Sure. I don't think Yu Suzuki would appreciate that. Yeah, no profanity coming out of the lips of Hazuki. I think his profanity is not too severe, so nothing like that. But yeah, seriously, if you guys want to find it within your hearts to give to this charity, which Benjamin just described is really, really great. I think most people can understand that children are our future, and it's one of the most important things that we can do is support our youth in the world. So yeah, I would absolutely love to donate my services to anybody, who would donate above $50. I'll be more than happy to give an autograph for anybody who does that. And I don't know if somebody gives a particularly big donation. I suppose we could leave that up to you, Benjamin, to see what we can do in that area. I'd be more than happy.
Maybe like a dinner with you? No, I'm kidding. Maybe like a dinner. A sparring lesson with Ryu Hazuki. He is a martial artist in real life, by the way. So I can't give out his location, but yes, he is actually a martial artist and a trained dancer. So.
I think what we've done before in the past is that some sort of if it is a soundbite for something, even if somebody is a soundbite for Twitch, or maybe something on their phone or something like that. I don't know. It could be your choice, or it could be your choice. I guess it's something you guys could work out. But yeah, I'd definitely more than happily donate my services in that area. So. Definitely, $50 and over, no problem giving out autographs. I would love to be able to do that, and yeah, we'll go from there. See what happens.
Okay, awesome. So yeah, like I was telling you guys, it's great to work with these voice actors, and you get to really see how these older school voice actors are so, I don't know if I'm going to use this word, philanthropic. I think I used that word correctly. Like the fact that learning about Corey over the years, because I've been looking after him for over a year now, helping him out, and just really learning about how much they actually do. So any opportunities for charities, I mean, he comes in in between meetings to, just to hang out, just so you could see how important he looks at these charities. Like that's just incredible to me. All right, guys. So I'm thinking, since I've never played it, why don't we do? Hold on. Let's change this to. Oh God. Oh. Okay. No. Okay. So here's the problem now. I changed it to Japanese so I can see the Japanese languages, but now I don't know how to change it back. Ruh-roh, Shaggy. Hold on. I got that on the first try, Corey. I'm like such a genius. That was so lucky. So yeah, I'm playing on a Genesis Mini right now. And I'm just randomly going through whatever games are on this amazing system. So like I'm contemplating if I should, what I should really do, because I know Damocles and Zyber have been begging me to play this game. We're gonna play Gunstar Heroes. I played this for like 5 minutes once, and apparently it's a popular game and everybody talks about it. So we'll give this a try.
Now I have a question for you though.
Sure.
Who would win in a fight between Ryo Hazuki and Dr. Robotnik?
Ryo Hazuki.
Oh, okay. Just hands down. I mean,
hands down. Hands down.
Are there any robotics that could be, involved in the fight, or is it just?
Yeah, like, it don't matter what Dr. Robotnik has. Ryo Hazuki's just gonna cave in that chest. Can't make Robotniks when you have no arms to make Robotniks.
I don't know. He's got a pretty sweet mustache. I think that's got to count for some kind of man.
I mean, something. I mean, it's Jim Carrey, but you know how Ryo Hazuki is just Ryo Hazuki. I mean, that man is like the Sword of the Seven Stars now. Yeah, Robotnik, like him and Sonic would team up. Like, you've been in a Sonic game before. Like, that's how you know, like, Ryo Hazuki is no joke. Like, you drive around on a forklift.
Man, I was just thinking about who would win in a fight between Sonic and Hazuki, but I was like, well, maybe who would win in a race? But I gotta give it to Sonic. That forklift, it's just a little bit hard to handle sometimes, and you can only get it up. You can only get it going so fast. I think Sonic would definitely win at least a foot race.
Not if Ryu gets that kickoff first.
even in the forklift. What can I say?
Yeah, the forklift is OP. The forklift is OP. That's a thing too that we.
That's true, man. I mean, you can full speed run that thing into a warehouse wall, and it would still keep going. So.
I like the sound that they had you make when you run into a wall.
Somebody just came up behind me and goosed me when that happened, so that's why. That's the sound they got.
They're just like scared real quick. I remember when Eric said that when you were in the room, like you were known as the cool guy. Like you came in with like the leather jacket, so everybody was like,
Project Katana.
I can't believe that though, because me being just in my early 20s or whatever. I just it's funny. It's funny how we perceive each other, because I saw Eric as the cool guy, because I was like, oh, this is the dude who's been around for a while. He's like, he knows everybody here. He walks in the room. He's like best friends with everybody, and everybody's like, eh.
Yeah, everybody thought he was the cool guy. Oh, thank you so much for the follow, Uchi Knights. I said that name wrong. So how's Katana feeling, by the way? By the way, Corey has a daughter named Katana. So like that just tells you how awesome they are as parents. Like they named their daughter after like a weapon.
Well, and straight, she actually transforms into a katana, and I can, use that weapon to.
How amazing would that be? Wait, before I forget, because my AD will kick in. Are you going to be doing some Resident Evil this weekend? You need your man in the chair. You going to maybe do some 7 again on stream?
Oh, check this out. So, I'm going to be starting up here full time. I did start my streaming again, so I'm doing Resident Evil. I'll be some Death Stranding, and I haven't started Among Us yet, but I'm thinking about starting that one.
Oh wow! So you just heard it here first. Let me give a shout out for that. So Corey is going full time, streaming again.
Yeah, so I think, like I did, I already started doing a soft open. I think probably full time will start on this Sunday, 10 o'clock Los Angeles time. And you know, speaking of Sega games, I haven't 100%ed Alien Isolation yet. I think I looked at the stat and I'm only something crazy, only like 61% done or something. I was like, holy mackerel, I gotta go back and find everything, get every secret, and like have to change my pants every 10 minutes or so.
That game is so spectacular. I loved watching you get scared in that. And then Katana wouldn't help because she wouldn't get scared and you get scared. It was just the best. It was the best day.
All right, hey, Katana gets scared too. Okay.
Not as much as you do.
Hey, that is a great game. To be honest with you, I'm so glad. Who brought it up? Did you bring it up?
Yeah,
I think you that brought it to my attention. I'm so glad you did because, and I'm not kidding you. That is for sure one of my favorite games now. And I can't believe I didn't get a chance to play it when it came out. But I'm so glad that I did now.
So guys, I've been playing this whole entire time, and I didn't realize that A was a slow button, and B is actually rapid fire. So I think I get more respect for not knowing what I was doing, but still surviving. That's what we're gonna go with. I feel better. Are these balloons? Is that a caterpillar? We're all mad, yeah. Yeah, this game is crazy, Corey. Yeah, I bought a Sega Genesis Mini, so I've been going through all the games on this.
That sounds awesome. I'd love to get one of those sometime.
They're not even that much now. They're like $80. And you literally hook it. The problem is that we would still need to get you on like an HD60.
I know. That's true. That's true. That's the problem. So
I mean, I can get you the Genesis.
The thing is that I've been helping out Des with her business recently. Speaking of philanthropy.
Yeah, I know that word is rough. That word is
You know, I'm a voice actor. Can you tell?
Like I said philanthropic. I didn't even know if that was right.
I think that was correct. Yeah, but Des is what she's doing now. I mean, she's actually made it her business to help out people. So she helps people pivot into tech as a career. So if people are interested in making, you know, like coding and stuff like that as part of their life, she's helped out people who work now for Google and Amazon, all the way down to a brand new startup, you know, and what she's decided to do is help out people who, I don't know, you know, sometimes don't get the same opportunities, people of color, particularly women, because women are a little light in the tech world.
So much, you're not wrong on that one.
Yeah, so she's been helping out, people who are getting into tech too. I mean, she's helped out stay-at-home moms, you know, teachers. One guy was like a woodworker who made furniture and stuff, and then now suddenly they're writing code for Google and stuff. So that's what she's been doing now as her business. And so that's I don't know, that's really cool. Anyway, I've been helping her out with that recently, and it looks like it's finally starting to get up off the ground. Oh, you know, I guess I should go ahead and throw her a plug for anybody who's interested. It's Career Coach Desi. You can go to careercoachdesi.com.
There you go.
But yeah, so I've been doing that recently, and yeah, that's looking good. But that's part of the reason why I haven't been streaming. I kind of took some time off for the holidays and stuff like that. But yeah, so I guess to sort of that was the long way of answering or not answering, but making a comment on getting a streaming. I guess but I want to get a full-on computer. I think I'm just going to go full-on computer. I'm not going to do laptop or anything like that. So we can just plug everything in, you know. So we can do some Super Nintendo. We could do some PlayStation. We could do some Genesis. You know.
Yeah. So yeah, that'd be amazing. On top of that, because they make the mini systems, so like you could get like so that'd be amazing.
So you're saying 80 something, like $89 for that system now? That's like
with 42 games. And I think it's similar to the Sega to the Super Nintendo Mini as well.
Oh, that'd be cool. I know that recently we got the package on the Switch where they had a whole bunch of games, but some of the games on there, they don't have like the second Zelda on there.
Oh, you're talking about, okay. So you know you can also, I forgot you had the Switch, you can also get the Genesis pack and then hook that up to your computer through your HD 60S, and then boom, you're streaming Genesis games as well.
That's, you know, that I just remember that. Well, explain that to me though. Is there a monthly for that?
No, I think it's a one-time on that one. It's not like the Nintendo one. Like, you can actually just buy the Genesis because it was such a big deal that Sega put stuff. Sega's been putting, like, slowly but surely some things on the Switch. Like, Sega Ages 2500 did Virtua Racing recently.
Okay.
Exactly. Tarthus just said Steam. Yeah, well, he's got a button. So, we've been waiting, Tarthus, for him to, like, you know, he's been streaming on his PlayStation. So, like, we've been thinking of, like, an option, and I have a bunch of Steam games for him that Sega gave him. So, yeah, we were just waiting for him to get a good enough computer to run them. Because you can get the Sega, I forgot the Sega Genesis Classic Collection, and that's amazing as well.
That's cool. You know what I really miss too, and it's a great game for anybody who hasn't played it, is Sega Rally. Oh, it's such a good game.
You play that in Japan.
Well, yeah, so I played that in Japan. A friend of mine had it on his system too, and we just went bonkers on that. It was so great too, where you could make your own, courses, and I made the worst possible courses for all of my friends. They hated me when I made these things. It was horrible. But I laughed every time they played my courses because I would just make their cars crash all the time.
And Tarthus just said, yeah, Capcom new collection. Wait, there's a new collection for Capcom too? Tarthus, can you link that in here? I have links open in here, by the way. So yeah, I was telling them about the channel points for the. So I was telling you guys how the Sega Astro, I have yen for it. The yen that I have are actually from Corey when he was in Japan filming. I always say filming, but it actually kind of is filming. Doing Shenmue. So like I have coins that was my birthday gift from him from when he was actually in Japan voice recording Ryozuki. And then his wife made me these awesome the 4 Voodoo on like what type of material? It's like a burlap sack material, right?
Yeah, it's like a heavy canvas like material. Yeah.
Yeah, so his wife, Des, for my birthday, made the 4 Voodoo on those as well, and I'm just waiting to get those framed. But yeah, the yen were amazing, because I literally used those. Hello! What's up, Dr. Scottnick? Ah, I like that play on words. Oh, okay, so you pay okay. So it's kind of like the Genesis, where you can buy the games, and you can, like, pick out certain ones. Okay, how do I beat this boss, guys? Because I've never... Am I even hurting him? Oh, I am hurting him. Why don't I just... Yeah. There we go. So, Corey, how long do we have you for?
Well, I could hang for another, let's see, I'm going to say 12 minutes. So,
Awesome.
what time is it?
It's a little... How's... it's like 8:40.
A little more minutes.
How's Katana feeling? You said she wasn't feeling well.
Oh, yeah. You know what? Sometimes, she just... she doesn't eat enough. She's one
Hold
of
on, I
those
don't think I ever made it past the first level.
Doesn't feel hungry, and I envy her because, like, I'm literally hungry all the time. So why she's not hungry, I don't know. But I think she was just having a little bit of sugar crash. I ended up going over to a convenience store, getting her an apple and some vitamin water, and she felt, good right after that. And it's just a little sugar crash, so she's fine.
Okay, good. Okay, good. Yeah, because when you messaged me that, I just want to make sure she was good.
Oh yeah, all good. We
right.
gotta keep her sharp so I can cut down my enemies whenever needed.
All right, we're gonna pick out another game here, guys, because yeah, let's go to main menu. I tried.
Okay, so you got past the first level. You didn't get past the
I
first
think
level.
I did, and then I died, and it's a whole thing. I gave it what I call the good old college try. So why don't you? Yeah. So I'm trying. Yeah, this system has so many games on it. I think there's a game called Darius on it too. Yeah, there's try this out. So yeah, we've been these amazing people have been hanging out with me since Sega Stream.
Oh, awesome. Okay.
Yeah, there's really so many Sega people in here. Like we were talking about Shenmue, so
I saw that Sega went on earlier. I was a little disappointed I couldn't jump in, but hey, I'm here. I'm here for you, Ben. I'm here for you, my man.
man, that means a lot because any opportunity we can have to help out this charity, it's and we've gotten like one donation, which is absolutely incredible. I always make it perfectly clear that nobody's obligated to donate. Obviously, times are tough for everybody. So if you have it, sure. If you don't, I don't want anybody to ever feel like they can't be in here because they can't give money. And that's there's a lot of like charities out there, and some people go it about the wrong way. And you know me, I'm not like that. I know that, these last 2 years for everybody has been really tough. So
yeah. Too, something that when I do charity work sometimes too, I'll talk to people, and I mean everybody has stuff going on in their life, and sometimes I'll be like, I know that things are going on in your life. I understand that, but I kind of feel that everybody could give at least like making a difference. But if everybody who heard our voices right now just donated $1, that accumulates into a large amount. If we get 100 people donating $1, that makes a big difference,
You're
and then
absolutely right.
as charity moves on, we get several hundred people, maybe several thousand people donating, and if all they can give is $1, that makes a huge difference in the long run, especially for young kids in Ghana. Our dollars go a long way in a place like that. So it's when you're not able to give a lot, but you're able to give something, it actually, and this is a thing too. It's like it actually makes you feel good when you give. I know they've done studies on that, and it's like it actually gives you
endorphin rush, doesn't it?
Positive endorphins when you give, and for something like this, it's so super important. So yeah, if you guys are like, oh, there's just no way I could give whatever, if it's $50 or something like that, dude, I get it, seriously, because times have been tough for some voice actors. Some voice actors have had to just like stop what they were doing. I being in the business, I know how it is. Some of my friends have done well. Some of my friends have not done well. But even just people out there in the world, yeah, it's kind of crazy. But even if it's just that $1, that would be amazing, and we would absolutely appreciate that and love you guys for that. So
Well said. Oh, so you're here for the Pepsi? Yeah, I do love my Pepsi hat. Hey, what's up, AOD? So, guys, I am absolutely terrible at this Darius game. Would you guys judge me if I went on easy? There is no easy. What's boss rush mode mean? Oh my gosh. Okay, hold on. Do I get like... Oh, there we go. A fellow chucker, eh? Yeah, so this game, Darius, is like one of these shoot-em-ups, except I'm not good at shoot-em-ups, so this is going to be very interesting.
Is it a side-scroller, kind of like Metal Slug or something like that?
No, it is a side-scroller, but it's like 1942 where you're playing in a plane.
Oh, nice. Oh, I love 1942.
Yeah, so that's what this is, except it kind of like, it's more spacey. I think that's a big fish. How did I go from playing on something easy to it's a big fish? I'm fighting a big fish. I'm fighting a big fish. That's not easy.
This is a spade fish.
Yeah, it's like a big fish. I think I beat him. Did I just beat the fish? Wait, are those the Infinity Stones? Oh, I think I just got 3 out of the 6 Infinity Stones.
Dude, that you know, that's all you need to get started for the rest of the stones.
Well, yeah, I met some awesome people today. Like, just so many people that were in Sega's charity as well, and then Sega stream, and then came over here and been hanging out. Like people that just really appreciate Sega. We were talking about Shenmue, so like it was a big surprise that you came in to come say hi.
Well, you know, I love my Sega people, and I guess you're all right. You're an okay guy.
I guess I'm kind of okay. Like, I would say I'm a medium. I'm medium okay.
Like, well, that's how I like my steaks. So.
How do you take your hamburgers? Medium rare, right?
No. So Des likes them like rare to medium rare. She's definitely, you know, that kind of girl. I definitely go for medium. I know that's not acceptable for some people, but I don't know why. I just like it a little bit warmer. You know what I'm saying? I like that pink in the middle, but I like it just a little bit warmer. Just mouthfeel in general. So I take a medium. I take a medium.
So Corey's first role was Shenmue, Old Boon, for like video games, and that has been his role for like he is technically the longest running Sega video game character, because he portrayed the role from 1998 till 2019 when it came out via Shenmue 3. In between voice acting is just a very small part of like his repertoire. He started doing like stage combat, plays. He's a trained dancer. He's a trained martial artist. So the voice acting is just like one of like the things that he does. He's done. I believe you've done some anime, if I'm correct, as well.
Yeah. So when I was living in New York, I did anime as well for a company called The Right Stuff. I did like a simple insert. I did Pop Phantom, a few other titles. And yeah, so that was good work for a while too.
Yeah, because you had the question, what other voice work have you done recently? So yeah, nothing. Shenmue 3 Old Boon is like his most current, and then on top of that, if you saw the Sega sale that just happened, the huge Sega sale they did, he actually narrated that as well for Sega. He did the narration for the 5 tips into getting into Shenmue. Okay, Q, we'll play some Echo the Dolphin. So yeah, he's currently on Sega's payroll for the last thing that he just did, which was the huge Sega sale. Dude, I tell you, this little system has some bangers on it. You know, I've never played this game before, Echo the Dolphin.
You never played Echo? Oh my God.
Never played Echo the Dolphin. So it's just a dolphin, huh? Just swimming?
Well, yeah, but you have to complete tasks, and don't drown, by the way.
Oh, right, I am a mammal, huh? Just
Yeah.
Wait.
Gotta breathe eventually.
Wow. How high in the sky can you fly?
You know, people have been asking about my voiceover work, and it's funny. When Shenmue 3 came out, I was talking to my wife, and I was like, "Hey, let's go back to voiceover." It's been a long time. You know, I have been doing stage work and stuff. I did some live live stunt shows, and you know, the music videos and stuff like that. My Chemical Romance, Old 97, stuff like that. But when Shenmue 3 came out, I was like, hey, let's do some more voiceover stuff, because I love it. You know, it's really great work, and I know, you know, several people in the industry and everything. And then like freaking COVID happened and everything else, so kind of put a little damper in my plans. But yeah, as you said, I've been doing commercials, doing that sort of voice work. But I really want to get like my butt in gear as far as voiceover stuff this year. So I'm gonna start doing all of that work to get myself up and running full time again in voiceover. So that's something that I've been really looking forward to doing.
So hold on, I'm gonna read something for you. Q just said I have been reading Yu Suzuki's articles from 2019 and current, and he wants to finish Shenmue in his lifetime and wants to make Shenmue 4 mainstream. Yeah, that'd be the dream right there.
Yeah, so a lot of people have been asking. You know, the thing is that a lot of people ask me kind of what's going on in the Shenmue world, and I wish that I had more information for people, but unfortunately, I just don't. As far as the animation is concerned, I'm not privy to sort of any of that information, and as far as Shenmue 4 or possibly Beyond or anything like that, yeah, I believe, you know, if I'm just gonna go out on a limb here, I think we're definitely gonna get Shenmue 4. And are we gonna get anything beyond that? I'm not sure. I'm not sure if we will, but I am confident that the wheels are in motion for you know, a good Shenmue 4, and that may be it. I don't know. We'll see.
Okay, so Corey, how do you play this game? Like, I don't get it. So I'm a dolphin.
Did you dive down? Did you down into the water deep?
I tried, but then there's like, oh, I found it. I figured it out on the first try because I'm a ninja. I can't back that up. I totally just got lucky just now. So I talked to other dolphins. Okay.
Uh-huh.
Okay, so what, do I have a conversation with this guy? What's up, buddy? Suddenly, great winds of water. So these dolphins speak in haikus. Okay. Okay, jellyfish look like they might hurt me. So I'm gonna have to swim careful. Just keep swimming, just keep swimming. Wow.
Yeah, so Echo is it's probably one of those games that you sort of have to, well, I mean, I know it is. You sort of have to discover what to do, and then you get into it, and yeah, it starts, you know, I like it, so I think that you should, you know, keep going, give it a shot. Echo the Dolphin, man.
Uh-oh, I just got hurt. I just got hurt twice. Oh, let's see. This game is very relaxing. The Dreamcast one was relaxing as well. Okay. I like the sound effect he makes.
It's definitely not a side-scrolling shoot 'em up, so...
I'm playing as a freaking dolphin. The graphics are great for, look at this. Shoot them. Shoot them. Okay, so they just leave. I can fly twice. I'm getting hurt. Take a look. It's in a book. It's reading rainbow.
Reading rainbow.
It's definitely pretty.
So well, you know what? I have a few more minutes here before I take off. Is there any other questions, maybe from the fans, or you got, or anything like that before I go?
Does anybody have any more questions for the amazing Corey Marshall? I'm just figured out that I can do flips. You know me. If I start asking questions, you'll be here for the next. I never run out of questions for you. You'll be here for like the next 3 hours. You'd figure after like years I'd run out of questions.
You know, I think that's why we keep hanging out, because there's always something new with you.
It's true. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, Tarthus. Like, the graphics are just ridiculous. Like, it's like for a 16-bit game. I'm telling you, man, things were better and back on retro. Okay, so we'll talk to this guy again. So Q just asked, what's your next goals what's your goal you want to fulfill this year?
You know, it's funny, I just kind of talked about that, right? So, yeah, I think, you know, I know a lot of people now who are doing voices in, like Netflix stuff. Oh, you see, the thing is that, so I've done video games this well, I guess the last couple years I've done some video games, but I'm really wanting to get back into anime. And so I want to get my foot back into to both anime and video games, and I want to start doing that more full time. So that I did talk about that just a few minutes ago, but that's really, I mean, like when New Year's came around and everybody was talking about their New Year's resolutions, I kind of thought about it and I was like, I want to get back into it again. So it's kind of something that I'm looking forward to doing this year.
Amazing. Okay. So did Katana go to class today? Did she go to dance class?
Oh yeah, that's what I'm doing right now. She's in class and I'm hanging out with you guys, so I'm about to go pick her up.
I don't know. I think a dolphin's a bit scarier than a shark because I think they're smarter than sharks, aren't they? And they've got like really sharp teeth as well.
Well, especially when they team up, they've been known to drive out sharks for sure.
I think I just died.
But of course, the ultimate animal in the ocean is the orca, which is another type of dolphin.
Yeah,
so.
freaking killer whale. That thing's insane. I was reading a thing that like when they fight sharks, they actually hit the shark in the gills. I'm like, that's mean.
Well, I mean, if you're in a street fight, you're gonna go for the vulnerable spot.
Get him in the water lungs. I can jump over rocks, really? How?
You're a dolphin.
All right, hold on.
So Benjamin.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, man. Thank you so much for having me on.
You are welcome, and thank you so much for joining. I really appreciate it. I know that, today was a busy day, so I know the little bit of time you had with us was awesome.
Yeah, absolutely. And thank you for, thank you for doing this charity, and for all you guys out there who are donating, thank you so much for everything. And hey, thanks for hanging out with us for this last, I don't know, how long was I on? 45 minutes or something?
Yes, and Tarthus just made an awesome. Yeah, Tarthus just made an awesome £20 donation. Old Boone made another $5. So thank you so much, guys, for that little extra. I set a very small goal. So out of the 100 quid I was trying to raise, you guys did 35 of it. So that's absolutely incredible. I remember, it's not about how much; it's the fact that you guys do it, because that goes such a long way. So thank you so much for that.
So thank you so much, guys, and thanks for just hanging out with us today and talking about video games.
Oh my God, I just figured it out as you're leaving. All right, Corey. Well, you're amazing. Thank you so much for following.
Yeah, man.
And remember, guys, Corey does stream full time as well, so you guys will have the opportunity to see him. And Old Boone just said he just followed you as well, so that's amazing.
Oh, sweet, thanks.
And he does play Shenmue on there as well, so that is a thing.
Oh yeah, for sure.
All right, Corey. Well, thank you so much for hanging out. I really appreciate your time.
All right, Benjamin. Have an excellent night and enjoy Echo.
All right, thank you.
Yep. Bye bye.
I will put his stream right in here for you. Let me just take a look at the schedule really quick. Yeah, so it's kind of crazy, guys, to actually, when we first started him streaming, he was playing Shenmue, so like it was so surreal to hear him playing Shenmue because his voice hasn't changed.
Oh my God. I just want to take a moment to say hey to
Oh no, we didn't, Zyber. We got 3. We definitely did not get all of them. That ADD kicked in. I've gone through like 6 or 7 different games since we've been on. But welcome back, buddy. How are you? Yeah, we definitely didn't get those time stones. I played a little bit of Gunstar Heroes. No, I haven't. What type of thing is it, Old Boone? Okay, how do I get past it? Is that it? That's a... Okay. Search for the glyph. I can play... Yeah, I mean, I've been going... I'm gonna play them full time. So today was kind of like a, like, just like a little sampler. So I'm going through Dynamite Headdy. Then we're gonna do Gunstar Heroes. And then we're gonna pick out another game. So yeah, like... This is one of the few times where I play like a bunch of different games. Normally, I try to go through a whole entire game. So yeah, I just beat Sonic 1 and got all the Chaos Emeralds. I beat Sonic CD. I'm pretty far into Dynamite Headdy. Then we're gonna do Gunstar Heroes, and then we're gonna figure it out after that. Exactly. Like, it's very, yeah, like, with that Sega Genesis Mini, there's so many options on there now. Really? I will show you everything it has. I'll let you guys see it. So yeah, like I was thinking of, you know, just going through all of them. So it's got some, I don't know what this is. It's got Kid Chameleon, Super Fantasy Zone, Sonic the Hedgehog 2, Echo the Dolphin, Road Rash 2, Streets of Rage, World of Illusion, Shining Force, Gunstar Heroes, Shinobi 3, Street Fighter, Landstalker. I mean, look at this. It's got Vector Man. So yeah, it's got like a crazy amount of games on it. And I can't believe that music. So yeah, Vector Man. I started playing Beyond Oasis when I was like back like a little bit, like probably like 8 months ago. And I wanted to pick that up again. I can barely hear the music right now, Zyber. I keep it low because if I don't, it'll pick up in the microphone. Hold on. I've actually never listened to the music in this. But anyway, I think I'm actually gonna call it for the night. I just wanted to say thank you so much to the people that donated tonight. I was gonna try to go for like 4 hours, but I do have to wake up early tomorrow for my doctor's appointment. So I just wanted to say thank you for everybody that donated. Thank you for everybody that watched. You guys are all great. Really? If you guys stream, let me know about it. I really like to support Sega streamers, Sega Retro streamers. And it was so amazing to meet all of you today. So yes, thank you so much. You guys have all been amazing. Thank you to Sega. Thank you to ATE for doing this type of charity. And thank you to Old Boone and Tarthus for the amazing donations. And yeah, you guys have all been amazing. So have a great night. You guys get to see this fancy thing now.